Oh, okay, now suddenly Razzle and Dazzle are front and center. I got so many comments last time telling me, oh, they were in the pilot, which, first of all, no one should have to watch supplemental material to understand the basics of a show, especially if it's the only place to see two whole characters who are suddenly very much center screen. And second, no they're not. Not really, at least. They showed up once to help her with her song at the news station, and that's it. They don't get name dropped or anything. Hell, I thought they actually worked at the news station, not that they were Charlie's personal attendants. It's so weird how much screen time they get in these last couple of episodes for them to be completely absent for the first 70% of the show so far. I don't know what it is with episode 7, but Stephanie Beatriz doesn't sound too into her performance here.
Coming up with something, I'm sure. In our room.
She sounds very indifferent or bored, maybe directionless. I feel like she's been generally fine throughout the season as a whole, if a tad unimpressive, but I don't know, she really doesn't seem that into it this time around. And like, I get it that Vaggie is a generally more dour character, but come on. Here she comes, talking about defending the hotel from angels. All of her friends are in danger. Charlie is in danger, and she's just learned Charlie has made a suspicious deal with the radio demon, someone she doesn't trust. There should be some fear in her voice, some anger, at least some sort of energy or urgency. And what do we get?
We have a plan, but it includes defending ourselves against the angels. They can be killed. What's important now is that we're gonna have a fight on our hands.
Don't worry, Angel. I won't let you die in battle. We will win this war and save the hotel. Like, emote more, do something.
Cannibal Town, but it's surprisingly nice here.
I don't know, guys. I think I crossed the line at, hey, the cannibals are actually nice people.
Eating their first husband. I certainly would have if he didn't taste so bad.
Never in a million years would I have expected her voice to sound like this. Like, if we're going with cannibals, why isn't she British? They ate mummies. Look that up. Look up the British people eating all the mummies.
Alistair? Alistair! Where have you been?
Have you not seen him at Overlord meetings? Has there not been a meeting since that last one with the angel head? That was like 3-ish months ago in universe? What was the point of the meeting anyways? What a surprisingly out of nowhere solution for their problem. Like, I know the cannibals have been in hell, Charlie mentioned them back in episode 1, but like, I don't know. When Alistair and Charlie was like, we're gonna need a lot more people, I was like, oh, this is why there's been so many characters being introduced. Alistair will enlist the help of all the overlords. He'll likely blackmail Carmilla with his knowledge that she killed the angel to get her to convince the others to help protect the hotel. We'll bring back Mimsy and Cherry Bomb and Lucifer and all these other characters, and yeah, Cherry Bomb and Lucifer do come back, but, you know, just grab all those random characters that didn't seem to fit, and now here they are, fighting on the front lines. Charlie or someone will convince the V's to fight too, forming a temporary alliance which would allow them more screen time to develop and show off their powers, and strengthen the friendships and rivalries between them and our heroes. But no. I guess we're not doing any of that. We're just randomly introducing a bunch of nameless cannibal background characters instead. Okay. The actual episode was fine. I liked the Vaggie half with Carmilla more, and I wish we could have expanded on that. Charlie got to talk to Rosie about her relationship worries, and I wish Vaggie could have done the same. Or at least, like, I don't know, maybe explain how she got her wings back. Like, I'm totally willing to accept that they just kind of came back out of nowhere, but why? Was it her love for Charlie that did it? Maybe have her seem a bit more surprised that it happened? I don't know. Charlie singing with the cannibals wasn't too exciting for me. The song was fine, though it did have a noticeably weird rhyme in it. They rhymed hell with power fell. Ugh. All of the other songs have had absolutely amazing rhymes, so maybe that's why it's so much more noticeable how not good this rhyme is. Also, the song was just a bit too long and some boring visuals. Maybe that's why I liked the Vaggie half more. That song was at least exciting, and I really liked it. Episode 8, the final episode. I liked seeing a jump in animation quality. Things seemed a lot smoother and more expressive, which is fun. Especially this shot of Alistair's attack. Look at his hair, that's some cool stuff.
I love you.
Okay, is it just me, or is it weird that Charlie and Vaggie's love song was a reprise of the song Charlie sang with her dad? More than anything. Like, that's a little weird to me. It is weird, right? It's not just me. I liked that some characters got special outfits just for battle. That's a really nice detail. It helps make the world feel more lived in when characters change outfits, especially for important occasions. I also like how the angel's blood is gold. It's a little detail, but it's one I think is really cool. So before the episode aired earlier this week on Twitter, there was this big reveal that, oh no, one of the characters is going to die. Who will it be? And I immediately could tell it was going to be Serpentious. Not only did he get a weird amount of screen time at the beginning of this episode, all of which put him in a positive, innocent light, so then his death would hurt more after seeing how kind he was here. Oh no, he'll never get to be in love with Cherry Bomb. I wonder who's going to die. But also, I know he was never planned to be one of the main characters. When the original pilot aired, it was made clear he was just intended to be a villain of the week type of character. But people liked him, and they got attached, so they kept him around longer. And you know what happened the last time I watched a show, and a character who was supposed to be a one-off villain got too much attention and became attached to the show?
It survived!
So yeah. Obviously, it was going to be Serpentious. The fight choreography and animation was very fun. It did a good job giving everyone at least one moment to look cool, and it was genuinely exciting to watch the back and forth with Adam fighting everybody.
This is better than sex!
Wow, the V's really were completely unnecessary this season, huh? I guess Valentino was important for Angel's development, but like, we really didn't need to waste so much time on these losers. They did nothing substantial. In fact, Velvet doesn't even speak again after episode 3. Same with Zestial and the rest of the Overlords. Well, like, I didn't think the Overlords would be important characters in the long run to begin with, but now that Rosie's gotten substantial screen time, it makes me second guess that idea. But yeah, Zestial. What was he for? There was a great big to-do when he was introduced. It was an elongated scene. We saw everybody tripping over themselves in fear when they saw him. It seemed like we were setting him up to be this great big deal, and then he's just gone. Why the hell did we introduce this character if he did absolutely nothing? He didn't even help with the fight or anything. After episode 3, he literally never shows back up again. Honestly, we could have cut him out entirely and just have Carmilla talking to her daughters, because you know what? If they're her whole reason for killing an angel in the first place, I kind of wish they had more defined characters in the story. We don't even know their names. Oops, we couldn't give Carmilla's main motivations any characterization, but it's a good thing we wasted a bunch of time on these other pointless characters, though.
Come on, little lady, why the frown?
Lucifer is adorable. His relationship with Charlie is so sweet. I really hope he becomes a main resident at the hotel, because he's also just a lot of fun and he bounces off of the other characters really well. So at the very end, we finally saw Lilith. Wow, so crazy. Anyways, more importantly, Serpentious is going to heaven. That is so interesting. Is the only way for sinners to go to heaven after redeeming themselves to die again? What happens to the sinners if they die again, but they aren't redeemed? I assumed they just kind of stopped existing altogether when they double die, but now it's like, I don't know, anything could happen. I'm intrigued to see season 2. I know it's already been confirmed. There's a lot of characters and ideas at play. Hopefully we get to really pop off with the second season. Now that we don't need to sit around establishing everything anymore, we can dive right into the real development. Hopefully we do something with all of these characters they've bothered introducing. I would love to see not only the V's and Zestial actually do anything in the story, but I would love to see Heaven a lot more. I want to see Emily a lot more, especially. We really seemed like we were setting up something interesting for her character to be like a parallel with Charlie, so I hope that doesn't get ignored. I want to see new sinners joining the hotel. I want them to learn about the circumstances of Serpentious making it into heaven. I'm intrigued that Lute is in charge and Lilith is going to become a player now. Alistair's deal with Charlie, and then also him being trapped on someone else's leash too. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm very intrigued. As for my full thoughts on the first season, well, I'm working on writing a full review that covers all of my thoughts. and it's looking like it's going to be a really long one. That'll be done as soon as possible, and I hope I'll see you then. Shout out to my $10 patrons, you're all amazing. Nako, Andrew, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, Classy Critic, Noah Perkins, Sunny Shy, Jake, Amber, Hype Man, Zero to Hero, Scaring Crows, Messiah Complex, Jacob, Ben's Sketchbook, Omega Fighter, Trash, Wild Pilot, Josh, Gino, Twisty, Juan, Duncan, and Alpha 99. So yeah, that was Hazbin Hotel. Only 8 episodes. What did you think of this first season and also of the finale in general? Any thoughts and opinions about the characters that didn't show up, about their idea to use the cannibals? Thoughts on the songs, anything I mentioned, anything about the show, the season in general, or just the finale? I would love to see your thoughts and opinions, and I hope I'll see you when I get to my full review. It's going to be a long one. I'm excited for it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.